This is PSN Newsrun, streaming exclusively on YouTube.
Hello and welcome to PSN Newsrun. Our top stories. NERC concludes consultation on next billing plan for renewable energy settlers. 15 travelers abducted on Benin Akure highway as kidnappings surge in Edo State. On the international scene, protests erupt in Cameroon as 92-year-old President Biya declares victory amid rigging allegations. And on sports, Nigeria Pitch Awards bring back Rashidi Yekini category as Turkish football faces massive betting scandal. Stay with us for details of these stories and more. Nigeria's power regulator, NERC, has concluded public consultations on its draft net billing regulation, a new framework that will allow households and businesses generating renewable energy to sell excess power back to the national grid. Emanuela is on standby.
The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NERC) has finally ended its public consultation phase on draft net billing regulations that would allow electricity producers to export surplus power back into the national grid. The regulation, developed under the Electricity Act 2023 mandate, aims to set a legal framework for prosumers, individuals or businesses generating renewable energy to inject excess electricity into the grid and receive compensatory credits. NERC's draft defines key terms and sets technical, operational, and commission requirements, including meter specifications, interconnection standards, and tariff approval processes. The growing market for solar installations informed the move. Solar panel imports in 2023 surpassed $200 million, and by early 2025 the value had reached approximately 125.3 billion naira. Meanwhile, solar capacity has hit roughly 385.7 megawatts. According to NERC's public notice, the consultation window ended on 26 September 2025 after stakeholders submitted views, comments, and recommendations throughout September. The next phase will involve regulatory finalization, approval, and formal gazetting of the net billing framework as Nigeria moves to deepen its renewable energy transition. With consultation closed, attention now turns to how rapidly and effective NERC will implement the rules and how utilities, commercial users, and renewable generators will respond. Ella Okechukwu, PS News.
The federal government has commenced the screening of 170 foreign nationals seeking Nigerian citizenship as part of ongoing efforts to strengthen national integration and uphold due process in naturalization and residency. Here are the details. The federal government has commenced the screening of 170 foreign nationals who have applied for Nigerian citizenship, underlining a tighter vetting regime that emphasizes integrity and national interest. Interior Minister Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo announced the review during a meeting of the Citizenship Advisory Committee in Abuja, revealing that each application will now undergo rigorous checks covering character, residence, and contribution to Nigeria's development. The committee is made up of officials from the Department of State Services, Nigeria Immigration Service, the Ministries of Justice and Foreign Affairs, and Interior Ministry. These bodies are jointly responsible for screening and recommending applicants to the President for approval. Tunji-Ojo emphasized that Nigeria's citizenship is a privilege, not an entitlement. With over 2 million applications processed annually, only a select few qualify under naturalization rules that demand good character, intent to reside permanently, and potential to contribute to national growth. This latest batch marks the government's renewed focus on safeguarding the integrity of the nationality process. As Nigeria reasserts stricter entry into its national identity, the success of these 170 applications will hinge not just on paperwork, but on whether those aspiring to be Nigerians can truly demonstrate the values of the nation. 15 travelers were abducted on the Benin-Akure highway in Edo State after gunmen intercepted their bus at Obarere in Donwonge, highlighting a growing wave of highway kidnappings across the region. Let's join Daniel for more on this report.
Gunmen struck a 14-seater Hummer bus carrying passengers along Benin-Akure route on October 25, 2025. The vehicle, with registration number KJA119SF, was ambushed at around 4:30 p.m. between Obarere and Odunwogie communities. The kidnappers whisked away all 15 passengers into nearby forest. As of Tuesday, 8 victims, including 3 children, have been rescued by the Edo State Police Command, while 7 remain in captivity. This latest incident underscores a sharp uptick in abductions of travelers on major highways in Edo State. Earlier this year, 18 passengers were kidnapped on the Benin-Auchi highway and 16 were rescued. And in August, gunmen seized 13 travelers on the Benin-Ore Expressway. Authorities say armed gangs exploit remote road segments such as the Sobe, Owan and Ekiadolo corridors, where thick forests provide cover for hostage taking and ransom demands. Security experts warn that the spike reflects a shift from isolated village raids to organized abductions targeting commercial routes. Edo State Police Deputy SP Eno Ekweden confirmed that the rescue operation is ongoing and urged members of the public to alert the nearest command if they witness suspicious activities or roadblocks. The police assert that key drivers, passengers and road transport operators must adopt vigilance and that more tactical support, including drones and night patrols, will be deployed. With major highways increasingly under threat, travelers and transport companies are being warned that until security along this route improves, moving after dark or without clear route information carries significant risk. Daniel Okejeme, PS News.
The United Bank for Africa is set to host its 2025 business series in Lagos, focusing on how small and medium enterprises can leverage digital marketing and content strategy to drive business growth and customer engagement. Ella is on the business desk.
United Bank for Africa, UBA, is set to convene its quarterly business series event on 6 November 2025 in Lagos. This edition spotlighting digital marketing as a key driver for SME growth. The event themed Content That Converts, Building Influence and Driving Growth Through Strategic Marketing will take place at UBA's head office in Marina, Lagos, and is aimed at equipping entrepreneurs with strategies to harness digital content for business scalability. Leading digital marketing experts and creators including Elizonam Obolu, actor and digital creator, Chinonso Egemba, the Aproko doctor, Kenyan media entrepreneur Catherine Kamau, content creator Nasiru Lawal, Nasboy, and influencer Enioluwa Adeoluwa will share real-world insights on how compelling content and storytelling can convert leads into loyal customers. Shamsuddin Fashola, UBA's Group Head of Retail and Digital Banking, described digital content as the new oil, asserting that the creative economy is now driving job and wealth creation in Nigeria. His colleague, Alero Ladipo, Group Head, Marketing and Cooperative Communications, emphasized that effective marketing goes beyond producing content. It requires strategy, analytics, and audience engagement. The business series is not limited to physical attendance. Visual participation will be accommodated, extending access to entrepreneurs across Africa. Registration is open via a dedicated link with panel discussions, question and answer sessions, and practical demonstrations included. As SMEs contend with tighter competition and digital disruption, UBA's latest initiative signals that mastering digital marketing could be the differentiator between survival and growth in 2025 and beyond. Ella Okechukwu, PS News.
Protests have erupted across Cameroon after 92-year-old President Biya was declared winner of a disputed election, extending his over 4-decade rule amid allegations of vote rigging and violent crackdowns on opposition supporters. Here's the report. Mass protests have swept through multiple cities in Cameroon following the Constitutional Council's declaration of President Biya, aged 92, as the winner of the October 12 election, securing an 8th term amidst claims of fraud and heavy-handed security responses. According to the official tally, Biya garnered 53.66% of the vote, while his main rival, Issa Chiroma Bakari, received 35.19%. The result is final and cannot be appealed. Chiroma, who declared himself winner based on parallel counts, rejected the outcome and called for nationwide protest. His supporters took to the streets in cities like Douala, Yaoundé and Garoua, setting up roadblocks and burning tires. Security forces responded with tear gas, water cannon and, in certain cases, live ammunition. At least 4 people were reportedly killed in the clashes, while hundreds were arrested. The government dismissed the protesters as attempting an insurrectional movement and denied any outcome of rigging. Analysts say the strong reaction reflects deep-seated frustrations over Biya's 4 decades of rule, economic stagnation, and the long-running conflict in the English-speaking regions. With the election result accepted by law but rejected by large swaths of the electorate, Cameroon now faces a volatile post-poll period where peace depends on whether the authorities can address both the legitimacy concerns and security dynamics on the ground. Nigeria's football community is set for a major highlight as organizers of the Nigeria Pitch Awards reinstate the Rashidi Yekini top scorer category, even as Turkish football battles a widening betting scandal involving hundreds of referees. Here's sports correspondent Samuel Akman with details.
In the packed sport bulletin tonight, while Nigerian football community celebrates the reinstatement of a top scorer award named after national hero Rashidi Yekini, Turkish football is rocked by revelation that hundreds of referees may have violated betting rules. Organizers of the Nigerian Pitch Awards have confirmed the revival of the Rashidi Yekini top goal scorer category, honoring the legacy of Yekini as the league's most prolific marksman. The decision reflects renewed focus on recognizing individual excellence in the Nigerian Premier Football League. The award ceremony is scheduled for December 22, with the winner set to be crowned after the 2025-2026 season. Over to Turkey. The Turkish Football Federation is under fire after an investigation revealed that out of 571 referees officiating professional leagues, 371 held betting accounts and 152 were found to be actively placing wagers. Among shocking figures, one referee reportedly placed 18,227 bets and 42 others wagered on more than 1,000 matches. The scandal implicates 7 top-tier referees and 15 assistant officials, prompting swift disciplinary action. From celebrating local football icons in Nigeria to holding referees accountable in Turkey, this development reminds us that sportsmanship and integrity must go hand in hand, whether honoring heroes or investigating officials. This is Samuel Akman for PS News.
And that's our package on PSN Newsrun. Thanks for watching. I am Oluwatosin Deba. Good evening.
You just watched PSN Newsrun, streaming exclusively on YouTube. This is your trusted voice for news that matters. Subscribe, like, share, and stay informed.